Have you ever been hurt by someone else?
Yeah. Oh, you can betcha, buddy.
Oh, I have a long list.
Of course you have.
There isn't one person who hasn't been wronged by someone else, which means everyone needs to learn how to forgive.
You've probably heard people tell you to forgive and forget all your life. And maybe it's kind of annoying.
We must remember to forgive and forget.
But you hear about forgiveness so much because it's so important. 18th century Alexander Pope once said,
To err is human, to forgive, divine.
So today, we're giving you 3 tips on how to forgive.
Number 1, understand the types of forgiveness. Forgiveness is a complex thing. There are 3 different types for different situations: exoneration, forbearance, and release. Exoneration is to excuse someone from punishment or penalty for a fault or wrongdoing. This means that you overlooked the wrong they did, wipe the slate clean, and treat them as not guilty, even if they are.
What?
Yep, even if they're guilty. Maybe they took your leftovers by accident.
Gonna grab me some mac and cheesy. Who took my mac and cheesy?
Or maybe your good boy left you a little blessing while you were gone. You should exonerate someone when they sincerely apologize, take full responsibility, ask for forgiveness, and you have confidence they won't knowingly repeat their actions. Exonerating someone means that you choose to give up your personal desire for revenge, or to try to get even. Whether your brother stole your Pop-Tart, like this kid, or sold you into slavery, like that Joseph guy in the Bible. True forgiveness means completely surrendering your urge to punish the other person, and even to talk bad about them.
Well, I guess I can forgive him and him. I don't know about that guy. He's a little too crazy.
Forbearance, on the other hand, applies when the offender has done something so hurtful that it alters the relationship going forward. But forgiveness is still necessary for your own healing. With forbearance, you do away with grudges or any plot for revenge. You choose to maintain ties to the person with caution and watchfulness. Forbearance does not mean you should be a doormat and let others continually hurt you. Even though they should change and say they will change, it doesn't necessarily mean they will.
Oh, I promise, I've changed. No more swindling.
So sometimes the relationship has to change, even when you forgive them. If someone keeps canceling their plans with you over and over again, it doesn't mean you have to keep inviting them.
So, are you going to be there tonight?
No, I'm not gonna go, sorry.
Canceling again.
If someone hits you and you forgive them, it doesn't mean you should let them hit you again. Relationships are built on trust, and trust must be earned and rebuilt when lost. So forgiveness in the form of forbearance does not mean that you automatically trust them the same as before. Over time, if trust is restored, there are situations where forbearance can lead to exoneration. But what form of forgiveness applies when someone never apologizes or their apology is insincere? Like when a reckless thief stole your car.
Finders keepers, suckers!
Or when you got conned into a scam and lost your life savings.
Took every penny I had!
In situations where the offender exhibits no sorrow or remorse, the third and best response is release. Releasing the pain and anger is for you. Otherwise, the negativity will eventually eat you up with resentment and bitterness. It's been said that bitterness is like drinking poison and hoping that the other person dies. It turns out that the person it harms the most is you. So when exoneration and forbearance aren't possible, remember that release keeps you from living in the tyranny of the past.
Number 2, consider how to approach someone who has wronged you. When someone has seriously harmed or hurt you, or the offense happens often enough that it spoils the relationship, then it's time to speak to the person directly and in private. No one likes to be scolded in public.
You know how you stole my mac and cheesy from this fridge? Well, I forgive you.
In person is best because people get to see your facial expressions and hear your tone of voice, and are more likely to empathize with you. If it sounds too scary, or you're afraid of not knowing what to say on the spot, it can help to write down what you want to say beforehand.
Aha!
If you can't speak to them in person, a simple handwritten letter could be a meaningful gesture. Tell them clearly what they did and how it hurt you. Tell them you want to have a good relationship, and ask them respectfully to apologize and not do it again.
I forgive you, but don't do it again. Please.
Just remember to be kind and gracious. The point is to forgive and restore the relationship, not to punish them and make them feel bad. chances are they already feel bad about it. If they accept what you say and apologize, then it's a big win for both of you. Tell them clearly you forgive them and show it by shaking hands or a friendly hug. If they refuse to apologize, give it some time and ask again later. And maybe bring someone else like an unbiased mutual friend. The third person should try to help the two of you find a way to reconcile. If they still don't apologize, you should release the matter and actively seek ways that will further your own healing and well-being, like therapy.
My dog stepped on a bee.
Prayer. Or perhaps a night of karaoke.
Number 3, know the benefits of forgiveness. In addition to liberating your spirit, one of the benefits of forgiveness is that it restores a right and healthy relationship with the people that are important to you, like friends, family, and colleagues. If you don't choose to forgive someone, it often shows. We've all experienced when there's something off with someone.
How are you? Are you okay?
I'm fine!
Forgiveness is not easy, but it yields freedom and happiness.
Whoa! So, let's recap. Number 1, understand the various forms of forgiveness. Number 2, consider how to approach someone who has wronged you. And number 3, know and reap the benefits of forgiveness.
Thank you for watching this how-to episode for PragerU.
We hope you learned something new. If you're not watching this on PragerUkids.com, you should be.
Watch this on PragerUkids.com. What the? Whoa! I got the pig! To err is human. To forgive.
Prison really has a way of changing a man. Ha! Ha! Ha!
How are you today?
I'm fine! Okay, wait. Let me do it again.
All right.
What?